Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to start uploading a lot more content, but I wanted to also start off with this one. This one's going to be a quick one. For years, I've been seeing and hearing about these mysterious sounds that are heard around the world. And the curiosity got to me, and I kind of came up with a theory a couple years back. But I never really pursued it as much as I wanted to, and just recently I got back into it. So as you see, I have a ton of tabs up right now. But these mysterious booms, so there's a channel, his name is Jason A, and I'm going to play this. It's only 8 minutes long. I might skip through, I might play the whole thing, but just check this out real quick.
Scottsdale got a big jolt over the weekend when a loud bang that sounded like an explosion shook a lot of people up. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but right now nobody knows where the noise came from. It's the sound heard all around Scottsdale. A number of home security cameras captured the big boom that rocked several Scottsdale neighborhoods over the weekend.
There was a flash.
And he's heard from homeowners who felt it as far north as Shea Boulevard. He's looked at his security camera footage over and over again and still can't figure out what it was that woke all his neighbors up.
Almost looked like lightning, but I think it was clear skies on Sunday morning, so that couldn't be it.
A mysterious noise stunned New Jersey residents last week. Tonight we're hearing...
This boring machine is huge. And I'm going to go into more videos. So if you notice while it's drilling underground, just watch this. While it's drilling underground, you see these cavities? The ground is almost like, if you think about it, like a trumpet. It has all of these different tubes that go in different directions. Now, again, this is a theory, but I feel like I'm onto something. So let's play this and see what happens when there's pressure buildup.
So operate in both EPB and conventional slurry mode. A conventional slurry TBM could experience blowouts of bentonite from underground to the surface when the interconnected karst features find their way to the surface. In extremely karst situations, the conventional slurry TBM could experience loss of slurry into karst features and cavities that result in loss of face pressure. Losing the face pressure will lead to loose soil caving into the excavation chamber and cavities, thus causing a sinkhole to appear on the surface.
So if it fails, then it'll have cavities that will cause these sinkholes. Now, these sinkholes have been happening all over the place lately. Now, whenever you're doing something underground and you're moving dirt, that dirt in that space is being open. So it's called the dirt displacement. Whatever is displaced has to fill up. And if it's done wrong, then it'll open up these cavities all through the earth and open up passageways. Then you also have to think about that there are already tunnels that connect to other tunnels and sewage tunnels as well.
6 sinkholes open up in one local city in less than a week. News 6 reporter Vanessa Ariza went to Ocala to find out what's now being done about all these sinkholes. She joins us live from Marion County. Vanessa?
Well, Lisa, where we're at right now, we're at the Checkers where there is one of the largest sinkholes. You can see the area has been fenced off. The business is now closed because of this, and there's caution tape lining the business so people don't get any closer. Now, that rain that we've been getting, it's been great for a lot of people, but it's also caused problems like this one, and it's not just here.
This video right here. Tunnel secrets include military uses underground networks. Then you also hear about the Walmart shutdowns. They're closing down Walmart. But this is a truck driver. And some of these videos are becoming harder to find. But this truck driver takes us into one of these facilities.
Branch is off. Branch is off. Oh, look, it's under construction right there. These folks are flying through here. Look. All these doors lead to small businesses. Tractor trailers.
Well, I guess 37 got to be down there somewhere.
That are happening again, this is my theory, but with this displacement, then it would make sense why more sinkholes are showing up. And again, just like I mentioned, you got the Walmart and a lot of the stores are closing, and if you look at the different paths, which I will do a part 2 on this, but I'm going to do a little bit of study and I'm going to see how much the sinkholes match with the booms and the sounds that are being heard. So back to Revelation chapter 6, verse 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks and the mountains. And this has been going on for a long time. This is another truck driver.
Hey TikTok, just a quick update. It's Saturday, I believe, and here's the truck I've been driving for the last few days. For Wilson Logistics. This trailer just was assigned to us from Kraft over at the Kraft Foods plant, and we're delivering it here to what's called the Springfield Underground. And that is, as you can see behind me, this giant cave that's big enough to house hundreds of these trucks and trailers. There's a train track running through here. Just to give you an idea, back here, there's a regular sized truck. See how tall that is up there? It's just incredible. Anyway, having a great time, learning lots. Talk to you soon.
All right, so now think about this. These things are this large. Nobody really knows about them. The masses sure do not know about them. But there's a point I want to make about those sounds that we're hearing. Now, they're hearing sounds in the sky, they're hearing sounds on the ground, but they can't find a source of these sounds. Why can't they find a source? Well, what if they select Walmart tunnels, secret Walmart tunnels to jade him, death camps? I don't know if y'all ever heard of this, but it's out there. A lot of people say that Walmart, when you switch the letter in, it's martial law. So think about it. These sounds that they're hearing, I started to listen to some of these sounds, and a lot of people have been doing, listen to this one.
What is going on out there? Bizarre sounds are being heard all over. The latest is this creepy high-pitched noise. The mystery has everyone in the picturesque town of Forest Grove, Oregon, baffled.
There is a horrible, horrible sound coming from the outside of my property. That's high-pitched squealing.
It's like a real-life X-Files. This is where the jarring sound was first reported. As you can tell, it's normally a lovely, quiet neighborhood. But for the past 2 weeks, residents have been on edge because they don't know what the ear-splitting sound is or where it's coming from. Police Captain Mike Herb has received email.
Apparently, they just discovered the source of this piercing noise. Check this out.
As you know, people call you a lot of names.
How do you know?
As for the strange sound in Oregon, I asked acoustic engineer Tobin Cooley to analyze it.
Probably electrical, mechanical, gas, air.
But even he can't explain it.
I don't think anyone knows what it is yet, but that's probably what makes it more frightening.
So the mystery continues. What is that sound from beyond?
All right, so those sounds that you're hearing, just might be the explosions underground. Now remember, a lot of these tunnels connect. These sounds are only heard for a period of time in a certain location, and then it moves on. Then it's heard in another location not too far. Let me see if I can find that map. I think it's on, which one was it on? I think it was on this one. I don't think I have it, so I'll just save that for part 2. But all right, so the big booms, don't know where they're coming from. Now that one video we watched at the beginning, if you notice, the flash looked like it was coming from the ground, not from the sky. Well, when they run into certain type of materials down there that is tough to get through,
डेंजर है कान का जाली
this is what they do. Check this out. Hear that? So imagine, because usually it's like for a day or two, they're trying to get through a certain type of material in the ground that is hard. You know, they might end up with an iron plate or something like that. So they got to blow it up. Well, if it's underground, then the sound wants the air, because the air has to travel, the sound has to travel. So if you notice, the sound itself in the tunnel was kind of bouncing back and forth. It has to go somewhere. It has to give that energy off. So you see all the dust and everything. That's the pressure of the sound. So if they're connected to a tunnel and then they're connected to another tunnel, and that tunnel is connected to something that is on the outside, then it would only make sense that the sound is coming from underground. So I want to show you this boring video of Alice, the boring machine. And I want you to listen to the sound and imagine it being underground, but coming from underground, spread out with all these tunnels, and then the sound just coming out and going into the sky. Here we go. Listen closely. And it's like a rotation. So if you listen, let me pause that real quick. One of the points I was trying to make, and again, part 2, I'll show some more, but one of the points I was trying to make is that if you listen to the sounds, they have a rotational repeat pattern.
It's like a helicopter blade that goes faster and slower, louder and softer. Listen, listen.
Others posted their guesses online. Sounds like a windmill. That is a wild mongoose mating call. You're about to be abducted. Now the mystery has been solved. Police say the noise is coming from intense winds blowing into a slackline like this.
So it would be like, it would do that, and that's what made me curious, because I was like, that sounds like something's rotating. So listen to this. This is when it's breaking through, finally breaking through for a connecting tunnel or the entrance point. I just don't think you guys grasp how large this is, because it's got to be big enough in order for trucks and trains and all types of stuff to go through. Listen to that sound. Imagine hearing that below your house in the middle of the night, and then explosions. Does that not sound like? Now I'm gonna go to call him back. Okay, I'm gonna go to YouTube again. I'm gonna see if I can find trumpet sounds in the sky. There we go. I'm gonna see if I can find some of the sounds. There it is. Now listen to this sound. Listen to the sound. So usually the same material will generally make the same sound. So did you hear that? Listen closely. Do you hear that? Let's see if there's a match. I'm going to hit pause. I'm going to go back to this video and let's see if there's a match. Look at that. Listen to that. Do you hear it? Now let's play them at the same time. I'm going to go back. I'm going to play this one. And now we have a match. Do you hear the two sounds? The same sound. Exact same sound. You hear it? So depending on the material they're using, it might be a deeper sound, it might be a higher pitch sound. It's dependent also on the rotation of the rotor itself. So if it's going a little bit faster, then it probably might be a higher pitch sound. If it's going a little bit slower, it might be a deeper sound. And then the explosions, it's underground. The kingdoms are coming together. And they're going to hide from Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. They're going to hide from Jesus. And this is my theory. This is part one. I'm going to start putting more stuff together. And hopefully I can prove this as a fact. Thank you everyone for watching. Shalom.